ATP WTA plot twist. Goran Ivanisevic has been announced as Elena Rybakina's new coach. What do you think, Gil? What can Goran add or improve in Elena's game? In a recent interview, she mentioned her aspiration to be the #1 player in the WTA. Can Goran help her achieve this goal? I think so. I really do. Here's what I think is going to be the biggest difference between Ivanisevic and Rybakina's former coach, Stefano Vukov. Vukov became notorious, developed a reputation around the tour for being a tough love guy. He was hard on Elena. He probably created a pretty stressful environment for Elena Rybakina. And it's worth noting, at every step of the way, at least publicly, Rybakina defended Vukov and said, look, if I didn't like the way he was coaching me, I would fire him. And fair enough. And I don't know what happened at the end there, and if things fell apart in an ugly way, in a cordial way. I don't know, and I don't choose to speculate, although many are. The point is, that is not going to be Goran. Not even close. While Ivanisevic certainly can get down to business, he is going to bring some levity. He is going to bring probably some much needed depressurizing to Rybakina. And it's going to be interesting to see how that change in approach might affect Elena. I think the biggest hope is that for Rybakina, it's going to allow her to stay healthier, because it's just like something is off. Something is abnormal about how often in the last couple of years her health has deteriorated. And maybe it's genetic. I don't know. Right? Like she's got maybe bad allergies that nobody can figure out what it is. And some players are just more injury prone. For Rybakina, it's just been a little bit strange, because normally it's not like soft tissue muscle injuries or anything like you'll see with the Karolina Muchova. A lot of the times it's been illness. And I don't know, like there's just a lot out there. Like stress has a lot of really adverse effects on a player. And I would never feel comfortable to say with a lot of conviction that Vukov's coaching style caused Rybakina to miss as much time as she has over the last 2 years. But at least with Ivanisevic, you try something different and you see if it makes a difference, because I'm telling you, it's just going to feel different for her out there. And hopefully she rediscovers a different level of joy for the game that maybe she was having trouble finding, both in training and in the matches. And I just think that can be something that's really legitimately valuable. We focus on the technical stuff with the coaching, but there's so much like interpersonal dynamics, and you have to remember, you're traveling with these people all the time. You're spending more time with your coach and your team than you are your family. And this like personality stuff matters. A great coach understands who they're working with and is malleable in terms of what their coaching is based on who they're working with. That's literally the definition of a good coach. You have to understand, what are the capabilities here? How do we maximize those capabilities? I think Rybakina is the best serve on tour. I don't think it's Zheng Qinwen. I think it's Rybakina, just because of first serve percentage. If you look at ace rate, Rybakina and Zheng are about the same. Rybakina's got her beat by 0.1. If you look at first serve win percentage, Zheng is better by some distance. And by the way, when I say better, Zheng is first, last 52 weeks, first on tour. Rybakina is second. But if you look at first serve percentage, you've got Elena at 61.7. You've got Zheng at 52.5. So I'll take the 9% better first serves in over the course of a year. That's pretty significant to me. I think Rybakina slightly best serve on tour, in my opinion. Is Goran just going to be like, I'm not touching the serve? Best serve in women's tennis, I'm not touching it. Or is he going to say, talk about making strengths better. Maybe he sees something in that serve. Maybe it can get even better. If Goran feels like there is any inefficiency there, I think he's going to take the liberty to try to make what is already the best serve in tennis even better.